everybody. Welcome back. It's Pam. Thanks for joining. Thank you for all the ones who have subscribed to my channel, commented, shared, and liked. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to comment. I love it. It's been great. For those of you who don't know me, I am Pam, and I'm just here to talk about my life's journey. Today, what I'll be talking about is when the doctors diagnosed my son as being deaf. He was 18 months old, and it was an issue for me because I had been saying for probably since he was a week old that something was wrong, and I had noticed that he wasn't responding. If I walked away, he would play with me, he would have eye contact with me, but he wasn't following me once he didn't see me anymore. And I understood that that was a problem. So he had a doctor's appointment one day, and I took him to the doctor. And at this point, as a parent, I was angry. I was agitated because I knew something was going on that I didn't know about. And I had made the comment to my mom when he was about 6 months old, and I said, I think he's deaf. And she was like, no, nothing's wrong with that baby. He's just a baby. So I took him to the doctor, and I went in the office, and the nurse come in, of course, and ask you, why is he here? What's the visit about? And we went through all those things, and the doctor came in. And when she came in, we were going back and forth, and I was just telling her, he's not, I don't think he can hear. And she kept giving me all these excuses, and he was at that 6 months, so he had gone to the doctor several times, and she had always given me the whole, he may be slow, he may just have some other type of problem. And of course, as a mom, I'm agitated, I'm bothered, because I know that's not it, because he was a very smart child. He was a child who was doing things and walking early and responding. I mean, we're talking about a child who finding the incorrect battery size to make a radio work. So I knew he was smart. I didn't know what the issue was. And the doctor and I were going back and forth. Yes, I was that mother who was a fighter for my child. So we were going back and forth. And at that time I was young. I had my key ring for my car had a lot of keys on them because I like noise. I like the jingling of the keys. So it had a lot of keys. And my keys fell on the floor as we were going back and forth. And when my keys fell on the floor, everybody stopped to look except the baby. And I'm going to be honest, because that's what this is about. When I realized she looked at me, I realized I saw it in her face. And I looked at her and I said, I'm going to kill you. Because at that point, it was confirmation for me. And she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We got to get him tested. We'll do this. This was a Monday. Wednesday, I took him to the doctor to get him tested. And of course, at that time, we were talking about 30 years ago. And I'm not sure if they do it the same way now, because I only had to do it once. But they put the child to sleep, and they put these devices in their head to check their brain waves. And it's just a simple procedure. It only take about 10 minutes. But the machine, I can see it because it's like a television screen right next to me, and you watch the brain waves. You watch and see what their reaction to noise is. And of course, I can see it. And initially, when it started out really, really low. So the machine is just like flat line. It's just straight line going straight across. And so I'm looking at that. Now it's not the doctor that's with me, it's the nurse. And she keeps looking down. She won't look at me. And she said, okay, we're gonna try another setting. So of course, the setting was so loud, I could hear it. And I noticed that the machine wasn't moving. And I looked at her and I said, he doesn't hear that, does he? And she wouldn't say anything. And I told her, it's okay. I said, it's okay. I know that he doesn't hear it. And I know he can't hear. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's all right. No problem. And at that time, he, of course, he was young. He was a baby. I was very upset. But the doctor came in and gave me all my information, and he did confirm that my child was deaf. And he was 18 months. So of course, I go home. I start making phone calls. I start making appointments, because now it's time to move on what I'm going to do. Because at that point, you see an audiologist who fits them for a hearing aid, and you go through all these things so you can prepare them. And I didn't have the whole 2 years to decide if he was going to go to the school for the deaf. I had 6 months, and that goes back to my story when I said I only had 6 months, because I had 6 months, because you have to make a decision by the time they turn 2 so that they can start preparing them for the school. And that, everybody, is my story, and how I found out, or how the doctors told me that he was deaf. And from that day on, I'll say that I have never shed one tear that my child was deaf. I have never felt that he was inadequate in any way. I've never felt that there was something he can't do because of his deafness. And I've always encouraged him, and I will, and I'll tell you as parents, always encourage your children, even if they have one issue that may not be perfect. None of us are. So when you find out that your child is deaf or blind or has autism or whatever it is, just keep encouraging. Just keep encouraging, because we are what they need in order to move forward in life, to know that they can do anything that they set their little minds to. And that's what I did. So there's my story. Thank you for listening. Again, please subscribe to the channel, comment, like, share, come aboard this journey with me. And you guys, let me know what y'all want to know about me. Let me know questions and comments and shares and all that. Let me know what you want to hear, and I'll tell you. Like I said, I'll be honest, and I'll give you who I am, and you guys can give me your opinions. All I say is, every time, just be respectful. And I will be respectful, and we'll respect one another, and we'll move forward. Thanks again for listening. Y'all have a good one.